I'm in Gibraltar because I'm standing to be a candidate in the European Parliament elections for the Southwest, of which Gibraltar is part of the constituency of the region. It's involuted into the Southwest regions, which means that you have representation in the European Parliament.
Now, the Southwest is not a predominantly Remain constituency, so what do you think your chances are?
Polls are low, but hope can always be high. We don't know what will happen. The only poll that really matters is the 23rd of May, when we hope that as many people as possible will vote for Change UK or other Remain parties to give a strong signal that Britain shouldn't Brexit like this. However anyone voted in 2016, they didn't vote for 3 years of mess, and we need a reset in some way, which means either we need to revoke, we need a referendum, or we need to renegotiate. We need to, pause and reset.
You've been quoted in the press as having said that your party is a sinking ship. Where does that come from?
It was a reference to the polls having declined over the course of its very short life. But polls go up and down like a dog's hind leg, and at the time when I said that we were at a low point, doesn't mean to say that things can change very quickly. When Theresa May called an election back in 2017, she was riding high in the polls, and the result was she lost the Tory majority. So polls go up and polls go down, and Johnson say silly things. That's the way of politics.
But do you feel perhaps that it's had a negative influence on the way people perceive your party?
I'm afraid it has a very small impact. It was a one-day news story. The dogs bark and the caravan moves on very quickly, and it was soon overtaken by a couple of other things, and everybody was very grown up and understood that in some ways I was reflecting the reality of the political landscape. Change UK, we have high hopes, but it was very difficult when the local elections came along and the Lib Dems had a bounce because we weren't in them, and that affected our chances in the Euro elections. And maybe I should learn how to speak politician. I'm learning.
You've spoken to a politician, you've spoken to the Chief Minister just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Tell us what was said.
We had a background chat. He's obviously a thoroughly professional, intelligent, distinguished Chief Minister. It was a great pleasure to spend half an hour in his company talking about how Brexit is going to affect Gibraltar. And, it's a problem in microcosm of what we see in the island of Ireland, affects fewer people, but just as much.
Now, of course, it's no secret that you and your brother Boris are on complete polar opposites of the political divide. How does this affect family life?
We love each other. Blood is thicker than anything, and we could never fall out over something even as ghastly as Brexit.